what are bonds? Bonds are actually instruments which give a kind of yield. In simple words, think of this. Suppose you have a company and you want money to run that company, and there are various ways you can get that money. One is you can dilute your shares and you can raise investment. That's one way. Another way is you can go to the banks and you can get money from the banks, or you can go to the government and get some concessional rate loans. These are the ways. But another way is to issue bonds. Now bonds are nothing but they are security papers. They are instruments, okay, and the bond issuer issues the bond, and those who subscribe to the bond actually lend money to the bond issuer. Let's assume a scenario. Let's assume a company. Let us call that company as company ABC. So ABC wants money from the bond market, so it will issue bonds. So its bonds will look like this. Suppose it wants to raise, say $10,000 or something like that. So it wants to raise $10,000 via one bond. So it will issue a $10,000 bond, and those who would subscribe to this bond will actually transfer $10,000 to company ABC. But the point here to be noted is, why would somebody give that money to the company? Only when the company, it increases the return. Do you understand that? So for that, what happens is that on every bond there is an interest rate. Suppose in this case it's 10% interest rate that company ABC is offering, and suppose the bond's maturity period is 10 years. So the situation is something like this, that an individual, let's call the individual as X has subscribed to this bond which is issued by company ABC. So the company got how much? Company got $10,000, and the investor, or in more technical terms known as the subscriber of the bond, will now not only has the guarantee of getting this money, which is the principal amount return, but also an interest of 10% paid on it. And let's call this 10% interest rate also paid annually. आप कुछ भी कर सकते हो इसको, quarterly, half yearly, annually, any kind of arrangement, right? So this is the bond price and this is the interest rate. Okay, what we are trying to understand is the relationship between bond price and interest rate first, and then we will go to speculative demand for money. Now this is slightly technical but easy to understand, generally not found in books but can be asked in the examination. So look here very carefully. So this, let's just assume that this entire thing was done in the month of January. So in January, ABC issued certain bonds and several individuals have registered for that bonds or subscribed to that bonds, and the amount that they paid to the company was $10,000 for every bond paper, and the maturity period is 10 years, and 10% is the interest rate that the security paper carries or the bond carries. It means that every year there is an assurance of $1,000 earned by X as interest. Do you understand that? Now this is just for the sake of mathematics I have taken these kind of figures, but generally इतना high होता नहीं, ठीक है? अब एक चीज आप सोच कर देखो, that suppose the same company is also planning to issue some bonds in the month of March. So that same company is also planning to issue some bonds in the month of March, and in the month of March the company has given a statement. Suppose its bond papers will carry a higher interest rate. ऐसा कंपनी ने डिक्लेयर कर दिया कि मार्च में जो हम बॉन्ड लेकर आने वाले हैं उस बॉन्ड में जो इंटरेस्ट रेट आपको मिलने वाला है अगर आप सब्सक्राइब करते हो तो वो ज्यादा मिलने. Do you understand that? Let's assume that the company then issues fresh bonds in March and the bond prices face value, let's hold it constant as $10,000. Let's hold the maturity period also as constant as 10 years. But this time the interest rate has been increased to 15%. So from 10%, the interest rate now is 15%. Do you understand that? And there is another person called Y who is now showing interest in the new bond issued by the company ABC. तो एक बार कहानी फिर से समझने की कोशिश करो. It's the month of January and there is a company called ABC and it has issued a bond. Bond are nothing but instruments through which companies can borrow from the people. Okay. Now this bond has a bond price which is $10,000. It is the face value of the bond. It also has a maturity period, 10 years, and it has a interest rate which is 10%. It means annually 1000 की earning तो हो गई X की who has subscribed for this bond. Now this all happened in the month of January, but in the month of February or say early March, the company made a statement, and in that statement say corporate समझ लो एक प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस की कंपनी ने, और कंपनी ने ये बोला कि अब जो हम बॉन्ड लेकर आने वाले हैं इट विल कैरी अ हायर इंटरेस्ट रेट, and in fact when they actually issued the bond it carried an interest rate of 15 years, everything else remained constant. Do you understand that? It means the face value भी कोई change नहीं हुआ और maturity period में भी कोई change नहीं किया, but 15% कर. Now why is another person who is now showing interest in purchasing the bond for the company? Why you want to purchase the bond of the company? There could be several reasons for that: economic performance, expectation, or your liking for the product or company. It could be anything. Do you understand that? So suppose Y wants to purchase this bond. Now if X wants to sell his bond to Y, do you think that X will be successfully I mean it would be successful on part of X to sell the bond to Y in this scenario? Do you think? Why? Why do you think so? Because if he purchases directly from the company, he will get an interest rate of what? 15. But if he purchases from X, he will get an interest rate of what? 10%. So it would be anybody's guess that he would not like to purchase the bond from X. Do you understand that? And bonds are also like they are tradable instruments. मतलब एक बार अगर आपने बॉन्ड खरीद लिया तो आप उसको बेच भी सकते हो. जैसे आपने लैंड खरीद लिया, कंपनी खरीद ली या स्टॉक्स खरीद लिया, आप उनको भी बेच सकते हो. तो वैसे बॉन्ड पेपर्स को भी आप बेच सकते हो. ठीक है. तो अब X अगर बेचने निकले Y को अपना बॉन्ड पेपर, तो डू यू थिंक ही विल बी सक्सेसफुल? नो, ही वुड रादर गो टू द कंपनी. सो इन ऑर्डर टू मेक हिज सेलिंग अ सक्सेसफुल थिंग, व्हाट X नीड्स टू डू नाउ. अब ध्यान से देखिए, X क्या करेंगे कि X जो अपने जो फेस वैल्यू है बॉन्ड की उसको नीचे कर. डू यू अंडरस्टैंड दैट? सो एज टू मैच द न्यू इंटरेस्ट रेट्स. डू यू गेट दैट? तो 10,000 में इन्होंने खरीदा था, बट यू वुड सेल द बॉन्ड एट से 8,000. डू यू गेट दैट? तो 8,000 में जैसे ही वो बॉन्ड सेल करेंगे, नाउ आई कैन परचेज इट. डू यू गेट इट? बिकॉज क्यूमुलेटिवली इट गिव्स हिम मोर और लेस द सेम काइंड ऑफ थिंग. डू यू गेट इट? सो दिस इज द रिलेशनशिप. ध्यान से समझो. Whenever interest rates go up, it means from 10% the interest rates have gone up to 15%. The price of the bond from 10,000 has fallen to 8,000. So there is an inverse relationship between bond prices and interest rates on bonds. Do you understand that? Whenever the interest rates will go up for a bond, the bond prices will fall and vice versa. ये बात समझ में आ गई? अब चलो एक और नया सिनेरियो ले लेते हैं. Suppose in the month of March, what the company ABC is suggesting that they will issue new bonds, but this time at an interest rate of 5%. So the new bonds which would be issued by the company will carry an interest rate of 5%, whereas the old bonds carry an interest rate of 10%. Now do you think why would like to purchase the bond from X and rather than from the company? Because face value तो वही देनी पड़ेगी 10,000 और यहाँ पे इंटरेस्ट कितना है 5%, और X के पास जो बॉन्ड है उस पे इंटरेस्ट कितना है 10%. Do you understand that? Any sane economic mind will go to that direction. Do you understand that? अब क्योंकि X का बॉन्ड अचानक अट्रैक्टिव हो गया कंपनी के फ्रेश इशू बॉन्ड से, and that's why people like Y, or there will be so many Ys who would like to go to X. So X के बॉन्ड की सडनली डिमांड बढ़ गई. Do you understand that? And when demand for anything goes up, its prices will also go up. Logical. So what X will do is X will now increase the prices of the bond. Do you understand that? तो यहाँ से समझ लो 10,000 से इसको कर दिया $12,000. Do you get it? So this is the scenario. Look at it very carefully. So when the bond prices were 10% and they rose to 15%, the prices from $10,000 dropped to $8,000. Do you get that? But when the percent was 10% and it dropped to 5%, then the prices increased from $10,000 to $12,000. That is the relationship between bonds and interest rate. ये बात clear हो गई? Is this clear to everybody? So whenever the bond prices will go up, the interest rates will come down, and whenever the interest rates will go up, the bond prices will come down. ये बात clear हो गई? अब एक चीज देखो, speculative demand for money क्या कहता है कि लोग या तो कैश होल्ड करना चाहेंगे या तो बॉन्ड होल्ड करना चाहेंगे. You understand that? When would you like to hold bonds? When the bonds are more attractive? When would you like to hold cash? When the cash is having more value? Would you like to hold cash during inflation? Would you like to hold cash with you during inflation? No. Why? Because the value of money is successively falling during the course of inflation. Would you like to hold money during deflation? Yes. Why? Because the value of money is constantly increasing. If you are holding more money, then obviously you are purchasing less bonds. If you are holding more bonds, it means definitely you have less money. Do you get that? तो ये तो एक सीधा इक्वेशन हुआ बॉन्ड और मनी का. बट एक चीज होती है विच इज नोन एज स्पेक्यूलेटिव मनी, स्पेक्यूलेटिव सप्लाई ऑफ मनी. नाउ व्हाट इज स्पेक्यूलेटिव सप्लाई ऑफ मनी? आप देख रहे हो कि एक कंपनी बॉन्ड्स पे बॉन्ड्स इशू किए जा रही है, और कैसे बॉन्ड्स हैं? लो इंटरेस्ट रेट बॉन्ड्स. डू यू गेट दैट? 1%, 2%, 2.5%, मतलब 3% से ऊपर जा ही नहीं रहा है. आप ऐसे देख रहे हो. Now there is a hope that in future the company will come up with a high percentage return bond. Do you understand that? Especially if the competitors of that company in this landscape has also come up with similar bonds, or the company has got a mega project, and in order to implement it or in order to execute it, it requires money. And obviously you can understand कि बैंक से borrowing हो, चाहे गवर्नमेंट से borrowing हो या फॉरेन फाइनेंशियल इंस्टीट्यूशन से borrowing हो, ये सब लिमिटेड हो सकती है. लेकिन लोगों से जब आप borrow करोगे, so there could be more scope. Do you understand that? Because little pieces from everybody will make up a huge pie. Do you understand that? That would be sufficient to execute any mammoth project. So that's why you see कि ये कहता है स्पेक्यूलेटिव मनी, कि जब भी लोग ये देखते हैं कि बॉन्ड प्राइसेस कम चल रहे हैं, तो उनको ऐसा लगता है कि आगे चल के बॉन्ड के प्राइसेस बढ़ने वाले हैं, ठीक है, या इंटरेस्ट रेट उस पर बढ़ने वाला है. एंड दैट्स हाउ दे मेक गेसेस विथ रिस्पेक्ट टू होल्डिंग मनी और विथ रिस्पेक्ट टू होल्डिंग bonds. Do you understand that? It's a probability, and that is known as speculative demand for money. ये बात clear हो गई? So do you understand now the relationship between bond prices and interest rate? And you also understand what is speculative demand for money. एक बार इसको देख लेते हैं. देखो, there exists an inverse relationship between bond prices and interest rates. When interest rates rise in the economy, the price of existing bonds tend to fall, and when interest rates fall, the price of existing bonds tend to rise. Supply of money increases. Extra money leads to purchase of bonds, raising bond demand and bond prices while reducing the rate of interest. Do you understand that? आप एक चीज सोच कर देखो, during inflation the money supply increases or decreases? During inflation money supply increases. If the money supply increases with you, then obviously you can purchase more things. Do you get that? And during inflation, what do you think? That when you put money in the banks, you will get a huge interest rate on that or less interest rate? During inflation, अगर आप बैंक्स में जाकर अपना सेविंग बैंक अकाउंट खोलते हो, तो आपको ज्यादा इंटरेस्ट मिलेगा या कम इंटरेस्ट मिलेगा इन्फ्लेशन के टाइम पे? Because money is very much available to everybody, so it is available with banks also. So banks would not be so much attracted towards you to get your money. Do you get that? So the interest rates, अगर बैंक इंटरेस्ट रेट भी अगर आप देखोगे तो कम होगा. Do you get that? And when people will go for more and more bonds, then what would happen? That the bonds prices will increase. So on one hand the bond prices increase and the interest rate on the saving bank account also falls. So यहाँ पे भी inverse relationship बन जाता है. Do you get that? तो आप ऐसे कभी भी देखो कि बॉन्ड और इंटरेस्ट रेट, एक चीज याद रखना कि बॉन्ड और इंटरेस्ट रेट की बिल्कुल ऑपोजिट जर्नी होती है. अगर बॉन्ड ऐसा आ रहा है तो इंटरेस्ट रेट ऐसा जाएगा, अगर इंटरेस्ट रेट नीचे आ रहा है तो बॉन्ड प्राइसेस ऊपर जाएंगे. आप चाहे कोई भी इसमें जैसे कोई भी गणित लगाकर देख लो, यही होने वाला है. Do you get that? So let's now try to understand low interest rates. People expect interest rates to rise in future, anticipating capital loss. Do you understand that? कैपिटल लॉस का मतलब क्या है कि आपके पास कोई बॉन्ड है जिसपे 3% मिल रहा है आपको, लेकिन आपको लगता है कि आगे चल के जो भी बॉन्ड्स आने वाले हैं उसमें 10% मिलने वाले, तो आपका तो कैपिटल लॉस हो गया फ्यूचर के लिए. डू यू अंडरस्टैंड दैट? सिमिलरली व्हेन देयर इज हाई इंटरेस्ट रेट्स, पीपल एक्सपेक्ट इंटरेस्ट रेट्स टू फॉल, एंटिसिपेटिंग कैपिटल गेन्स, and that's why they want to hold on to the bonds, whereas here they want to sell the bonds. Do you get that? So that's why जब भी आप कैपिटल लॉस एक्सपेक्ट करोगे तो आप क्या करोगे, आप बॉन्ड्स को सेल करने की कोशिश करोगे. बट अगर आपको कैपिटल गेन्स है, आपको लगता है फ्यूचर में होने वाला है, तो आप बॉन्ड होल्ड करने की कोशिश करोगे. Do you get that? As simple as that. Bond and interest rate relation, fixed interest rates on bonds, existing bonds. So this is nothing but what we discussed already. Whenever the interest rates go up, the bond prices fall. Whenever the interest rates come down, the bond prices go up. And there is something called price yield relationship. Yield समझ लेते हैं. Yield का मतलब ये होता है कि total return जो आपको bond से मिल रहा है. It's mostly your interest rates. Do you understand that? So when there is future rise in the price of the bond, अगर price उसका बढ़ने लगे तो क्या होगा, आप देखो यहाँ पर, when a bond's price falls, its yield rises, but whenever the bond's price increases, it yields falls. आप ऐसे सोच कर देखो, ये सारी चीजें छोड़ दो, ऐसे सोच कर देखो, एक बॉन्ड बहुत महंगा बिक रहा है, तो इसका मतलब क्या होगा, लोग उसकी डिमांड कर रहे हैं. Do you understand that? अगर लोग उसकी डिमांड कर रहे हैं तो जो बॉन्ड इशू कर रहा है उस पे ज्यादा इंटरेस्ट देगा या कम इंटरेस्ट देगा, कम इंटरेस्ट. Do you understand that? और समझ लो एक बॉन्ड बहुत ही सस्ता बिक रहा है, तो इसका मतलब क्या हुआ कि लोगों के पास उसकी डिमांड नहीं है, तो उसको अट्रैक्टिव बनाने के लिए आपको क्या करना पड़ेगा, यू हैव टू इंक्रीज द इंटरेस्ट. Do you understand that? And that's how yields and interest rate bond prices, again the inverse relationship is set. Do you get that? So is it very simple to understand bond and its relationship with interest rates and speculative demand for money? Do you get it?